Rats.
Okay. Can anyone hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let's try this again. Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Forging Fates. If you're new here, Forging Fates is a sober D&D campaign set in the critical world of Exandria, partnered with the non-profit group known as the Phoenix, which is a sober, active community. The Phoenix is trying to build a vibrant movement of people in recovery aiming to end the stigma around the rehabilitation journey from substance use. They have a new app that you can use to schedule in-person events in 36 states or virtual events around the globe, including yoga, D&D, meditation, and book clubs, just to name a few. So click the link below to help support the channel and to connect with 77,000 members and download the app today. All right.
The
Dom,
soundbar.
take it away.
Hi, I'm Dom. I'd like to remind everyone that while we are obviously on Twitch and YouTube, what you might not know is that we're also on other socials as well. We're on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. If you'd like to see a list of where we are all in one place, we have a link tree where you can check out our website. If our wonderful mods could do me a favor and drop the link tree and website links into the chat, I'd greatly appreciate that. That said, if you have interest in helping us out, you can always drop a tip in the tip jar down below. Buy something for yourself from our merch shop, which has mugs, shirts, hoodies, and stickers. We also have a Patreon that will give you the opportunity to vote in polls, have a special Discord channel, have your name called out at the beginning of all our shows. For example, this month's patron is the Silver King. We see you and appreciate your continued support. Another way to support us is through Twitch subscriptions, which unlock exclusive emotes by our amazing community member and moderator, Sarah. As a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, so we would appreciate it if you use those free Bezos bucks on us. Just don't forget to resubscribe every month. If you have any cash to throw our way, we understand. Or if you don't have any cash our way, we understand. Times are getting tough out there for a lot of people. You can just subscribe to all the socials linked below and watch and like our videos. We'd appreciate it if you let the world know we're a community worth taking the journey with.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they want to plug before we get started? Okay, so picking up where we last left off, our team, having freed the griffin into the local forest, made their way back to Gormrog's apartment, where they rested for the evening. There were some discussions had amongst the party, and the next day, got Lyndon, had some discussions about Wendy, made your way back to Marielynn's, where you continue to have these discussions about what the next step should be, and on a whim, Finnick began to peek into the minds of the others at the inn, at which point she overheard some interesting comments going on in one of the patrons' minds, and diving deeper, came to learn that it was a red tiefling woman, matching the description of the woman you had been given the description of. And I'm trying, Dom. After the dive, you saw that she was preparing some sort of package in a room in Marielynn's, and began to evacuate the inn and confront this tiefling. Making your way up, you prevented her from setting what appears to be a bomb. You then snatched the bomb from her and chased her out of the window. You, through some very good skill check rolls and some good use of abilities, were able to catch up, tackle, and restrain this tiefling woman in the downpour that it has now developed. So, Finnick and Gormrog, you are still on the ground, rain pouring down upon you as you are clasped around this tiefling woman. Whispering Clover, you both stand up towards her head, having threatened her with your various instruments of destruction. And Felix, you just run around that corner, catching up to see that your party has restrained her. What do you guys want to do?
Before you stab somebody, Clover. Okay.
So she's already stabbed her.
Oh, you stabbed her already.
Stabbed her in the hand. It's now in the ground.
Do you see the blood?
Finnick, you said you heard her say something, and then was there a bomb in the other room? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
That's not complimentary, I'm guessing. So, No. Okay, Cornbrook. You're the one who runs the place, Cornbrook. I don't know.
I would like to get right in her face and be like, "Who do you work for?"
Let me go.
Twist.
No.
No.
Question.
What?
I'm pretty sure
What, are you
I'm still
stupid?
on the ground, just wrapped around
We
her.
all acted confused. We're like, what?
No.
Why even argue, people?
Did you ask so nicely?
Who are you?
No.
I asked you first.
And?
That seems like a good reason for you to let me go.
If you don't tell us who you are, next time I stab this, it's gonna be through your neck.
Roll an intimidation check.
Too bad. 16.
Okay. You see her kind of get taken aback for a moment. This small rabbit-like woman threatening her with a seemingly innocent-looking rabbit-like woman threatening her with a shovel. Okay, well, there may be another way for us to figure this out.
How about that?
Yeah, she doesn't usually start with me.
Say that again, Felix?
She doesn't usually start with you. She goes straight to the neck. So you might just want to get straight to the point. Who are you again?
My name is really not important. What can I do for you to help alleviate whatever sort of
I do believe
confrontation?
I'm holding on to her horns, if I remember correctly.
I'm just gonna kick her in the face. Why is she talking to us like that right now?
We currently have her pinned to the ground. And
We're
you have
doing it on the bottom.
a trowel through her hands. I
Yeah,
kind of think we have the upper hand here.
yeah. Can I roll for an unarmed strike?
Sure.
Cool. This is to kick her in the face with my big rabbit foot.
Can I
before-
assist since I'm holding her horns? Like,
Absolutely, go ahead.
yeah, give her
Roll
advantage on that. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
first
gonna
roll
use a spell slot and
and
her
that
to
was
enlarge.
So it's a 16 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
It's 1 damage.
Okay.
I actually Clover's not big. I cast the level 2 spell slot, enlarge,
Oh my
big,
goodness.
and extra B4 attack. Her things are bigger with her as well.
I would just like to get
Okay,
Conrad's attention. Just
Okay.
we probably shouldn't be doing this in the streets after we just were screaming after trying to chase her.
Time is it?
If I
Cloak,
remember
pick her
right,
up.
it's like
In
4
the
o'clock in
afternoon, right?
I mean, what should
Felix, help me tie her up.
Time me up, but there's no need for that. We can figure something out.
Yeah, I'm
Again,
pulling about 50
who are
feet
you
of
people?
rope and like passing it to my friends to help tie her up so that we don't have to like have 6 of us holding her, or
Sure.
5 of us.
I'm just gonna say roll just a basic dexterity check to see how intriguing
Second. I
hands.
think
If
I
you have sleight of
have
hands.
manacles.
Huh?
Say it again, Finnick.
I have manacles.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Are they fuzzy? Never mind.
Does she look strong?
She looks more dexterous than she does strong.
Why were you building a bomb in that hotel?
Why do you
Why
have
are you doing this
manacles?
again?
Hmm.
Say that again, Gormuk.
I just offhand to Finnick. Why do you have manacles?
Oh.
Uh,
What? How do you... People keep interfering with us. Who are you?
Who are you?
You stabbed me in the hand. Who are you?
You tried to blow up the inn we were at.
I'm gonna
That was
kick
not my fault, Jatian.
You hurt animals.
I mean, the harm of the trade. I don't know what to tell you, my friend.
Who are you then?
Who are you?
We don't
Okay,
have to
okay.
answer you.
Yeah, this is. I see where this is going. What if we just take your hand off?
Exactly.
And-
I don't understand why there's a conversation happening right now.
Clover
I have
seems
an
ready. Honestly, I'm with Clover. But you should probably pick her up, Clover, and let's go somewhere more discreet. Could you put your giant hand now and just put it over her mouth?
I have
Maybe
an
just-
idea.
Oh, sorry.
But if I try this and it works, you can't hit her yet until we get to somewhere quiet and not in the middle of the street.
I guess it was
Do
the
it.
alleyway.
Yeah.
Should I try it? I've never tried it before, so I don't know how it's gonna work. And I cast Charm Person.
Okay, what can I check the gimmick?
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
Definitely failed on that one.
It's charmed by me until the spell ends, or until somebody, neither me or my companions, harm it.
Okay, how long does it last?
1 hour.
Okay. So, while this has been going on, she's been like kind of thrusting against you and Gormog and Finnick, like trying to, not outright trying to escape, but straining against you. As Whisper casts a spell, she relaxes in your grip.
Best friend.
Yes, dear.
Let's go on an adventure. Follow us. And then I turn to the rest of the party. Okay, where are we going?
Okay,
Don't
Clover's
hit
gonna
her.
pull the Work out of her hand, I guess. And shove the
Throw it
bloody
back.
back into the pocket holster.
In place.
How far are we from Gormrog? Yeah.
Now, like, I think you guys ran like about 2 blocks.
Yeah, we're not far.
You shouldn't know where he lives. Let's go into the woods.
What are we gonna feed it to the hippogriff?
Maybe.
The griffin?
Why are your friends talking about me so violently?
It's all just a joke. It's a game we like to play.
I don't really like your friends. They are very...
They're okay.
I think me and you should
And
go
I-
into danger.
I shoot a glare at everybody.
You tell them. What is your name?
Bananas.
That's a very strange name, friend.
My parents were strange.
Oh, well, I guess we all have strange parents.
What's
I do
your name?
apologize for my behavior. Bananas, lead the way wherever you feel we should go.
My name is Malice.
What was the name? Sorry.
My name is Malice.
Malice. That was one of our names.
Yes, it was.
Hey, Clover, unless you say so, you're still enlarged for.
So, like, when I'm enlarged, how big am I?
You're double your size, and you do an extra d4 damage and strength check.
Okay, so I'm still shorter than Finnick and Gormrog.
I mean,
Just by a little bit, though.
I'm looking towards the rest of the group as to where to go. How far were we from
I
Gormog's
thought we
place?
said bring her back to Marielynn's.
2-3 blocks.
Let's go
I
to
was
Gormog's
afraid
place.
if we bring her back to Marie's Lind, there'd be collateral damage. I know she was upset last few times things were happening.
I had those
Don't think
open.
she'd understand.
For Gormog's.
We would take her somewhere where she would know more information about us. I don't think it's safe.
But,
But okay, that's fine.
I mentally say to Clover, I don't believe she's going to live past our end.
oh, I can't hear that.
I say this mentally, by the way.
Okay. Are you a Gormog? Which one of you is Gormog?
Yeah, that's me. How are you?
Um,
You doing all right? You seem a
okay,
little
you
confused.
tackled me for some reason.
I do apologize. Let's get you somewhere safe and warm and out of the rain. All right? Yeah. Let's get you cleaned up.
Whatever my friend wants to do. If she wants to go on an adventure,
Yeah.
I guess we can start at your house.
Yeah, let's get ready for the adventure first.
Very well.
And I lead, or I follow the Gormog.
Okay.
I will follow behind them.
Alright. As you make your way onto the main street, you see the good majority of the people that were in the inn standing in front of it. And you see Lyndon kind of like trying to keep everyone corralled and make sure everyone's safe. And then like keeps looking back to the building to make sure you guys are okay. And you see him wanting to go in to try and help in whatever you guys might have been doing. But he,
I'll step off to the side and sort of just go up to Lyndon, like, we've got this under control for now. As far as we know, it's safe to go back in.
okay, do you need my help? I had someone go get the guard.
I mean, I think we're okay for now. We've sort of... Whisper did some magic to calm her down, at least. So...
Okay.
Like, just keep people away from the second floor, or no, first floor. Or no, second floor.
Second floor. Okay.
Just keep them away from the rooms we might need to go back.
Okay. I'll go to the second floor and hold that security position. I'll wait for you guys there, okay?
Okay. Well,
all right, everyone. We can get in. It's okay. It's a false alarm. The fire's out.
and then
Starts
I
to-
will just... Oh, wait, no, you're good. You're good. Then I'll head back with the group.
Okay.
So while we're walking. So, Malice, what do you like to do for fun?
Well, I keep busy. Work. Been pretty tough out here.
What do you do for work?
I'm not really able to tell you, dear. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm looking for a job.
What kind
Do
of
you know
work?
anyone hiring?
I mean, I have connections. What kind of work do you do?
I'm really good with animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do I see are they kind of conversating out in public, out in open, or are you
Mhm.
kind of quiet? I would cast guidance as I see you talking, trying to ease conversation.
Oops. Fuck. Ooh, I don't even think I need your guidance. That is a dirty 20 without guidance. And with guidance, it's a 24.
That guidance
Wow.
helped you.
Yes.
Okay. As you're having this conversation, you ask her the question. She kind of gives a look around, wraps her arm around you, and kind of pulls you into her. I may have a job if you're interested.
Does it pay well?
Pays pretty well. And she kind of opens up the purse hanging from her belt, and it's just filled with gold.
Ooh, I'm super interested.
Well, maybe we can arrange some sort of deal, some meeting. You meet one of my coworkers, and go from there.
Yeah, just say the word, new best friend. I'm down.
Okay. Let me. I can reach out to him now. Hold on. She reaches into another pocket she has and pulls out a small stone. Pulls it up to her lips and goes to speak into it.
Do I hear what she says?
Yes, you will. Redep, I have found someone who is pretty good with animals, she says. I think they may be able to help us. Let me know if you're interested. I will bring them to a meeting place.
Does the
She puts the
stone talk
away.
back?
Not at that moment.
Oh no, I asked that to her.
Oh. Sorry.
Is that a person in the stone?
That is my boss, you could say.
Your boss is a stone?
No. It's a stone we use to speak to each other.
Oh, that's so cool. I want one of those. How close are we to Gormrogs by now?
You're right up front.
Okay.
I'll
But
let
yeah,
everybody in.
let's go inside while we wait.
Okay. She follows you up without issue.
DM, you said the name she said into the stone was Red Depp?
Yes.
So in Gormog's house, is there like a kitchen area where like you sit at a table?
Yeah. There's a table with chairs enough for everybody.
I'm going to guide her to the table. But I'm trying to catch any of your eyes. I'd be like, help me, and tell you with my eyes without her noticing.
Roll a deception check.
Okay. Oh Lord. That's a 13.
Okay. You don't know if she noticed or not, but she doesn't make any motion.
I would mentally reach out. Oh, Whisper, are you okay? I feel scared.
With that, can I think back to you? Oh, okay. And then I'll be like, this is as far as my plan went. Please help me.
I say, Gormrock out loud. Why don't you get some tea or something? I'll keep the cold out. I close the door, lock the door, and just turn my back to the door, and I'm just standing right in front.
Yeah. Let me put on a pot of tea, and I'll start prepping that while keeping eyes on Malice.
Okay.
I would
You
take
see
a second
her.
to look at everybody. Are we going to? What is our plan exactly? Because we didn't really talk about what we're doing. So, I'll do my best to speak the best I can to everybody. Talk to me, and I'll talk to everybody. Unless you guys want to talk out loud and just restrain her. But I think Whisper has a great friend. She's doing an amazing job.
I'm just curious how long the spell lasts.
It's 1 hour.
Okay.
So Malice, you were at Marielynn's, weren't you?
I mean, obviously you saw me there.
Yeah.
Before you
Were you
tackled me so
meeting?
rudely.
Were you meeting people there?
I don't think that's really honestly anything to consider.
Is it the stone boss?
He actually spoke to me. It's very confused still how I managed to find a friend I can't message him
Kinda
back right
mean.
now, but
Does he think you can't make friends? That's kind of mean of him.
yeah, it is a little mean. It is a little strange, though. How did I end up making a friend?
I mean, we
While
shared.
you're all talking, Clover is going to try to sleight of hand gold out of her purse.
Go ahead and roll the sleight check.
It's not bad. 18.
Okay. You pull the purse off her.
The whole
Cool.
thing.
Yep.
I'm just going to go sit in the other room and go through it.
Okay.
Cool.
You end up counting about 200 gold.
Awesome. I'll give her. Is there anything else in the bag?
No, that's all that's in that bag.
No. Inscriptions, address.
Not in that bag.
I'm going to slide the bag back to her. Keep the gold.
Okay.
So
just-
she doesn't seem to be answering any of my questions. Whisper, why don't you
Who's Whisper?
Bananas.
No, I'm
Banana.
whispering
Yes.
to Felix.
Yes, whisper, Cornbrook. Yes.
Why don't you help Whisper with the interrogation? Feed her stuff in her head, and
I mentally say you don't have to speak through your hand. I can hear you in your mind. A little disturbing, I know. You have to actually speak, though. God damn it, Cornbrook. I would sit down, I guess, and be ready to help Whisper however I can. I tell Whisper mentally, I'm here to help you, to interrogate.
I don't even know what interrogate means.
I don't know, just do it, and I cast guidance as I start stirring the tea, and I just stare at you intently. Do it.
How? She's not that. Malice isn't that big, is she? Like,
No, not
I know you said
particularly.
she was more dexterous.
Yeah. Let's see here. She is 5'10".
It's bigger than me.
I mean,
So about this job that might be available, what kind of things would I have to do?
Well, mainly what we've been doing is taking care of animals as they're brought into the zoo.
with my schooling and everything, would I understand what charm person does?
Roll intelligence, an arcana check.
Arcana? Okay. Oh, I have on the table. 15.
Yeah, you would know.
I mentally tell Whisper, Whisper, this will end quite soon, and when it does, your friend will know that it's not really your friend, and you put it through that, just so you know.
That's when we'll kill her.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you understand. There will be an abrupt change very quickly.
How much
So-
time do I have left?
45 minutes, I would say.
Yeah, okay. We're good for now.
I know your character wasn't sure what that spell did.
Malice, how did you get into this line of work?
I mean, how does anyone get into a slam work?
That's why I was asking you.
You see, we want to. That is why we became such good friends. You were curious about it. Whisper here is one to meet people, and we are looking to get into how do you say, career path that you're in.
Well, I don't know any of you. I know banana, but so
I'm artichoke.
okay. Artichoke, Gormrog, banana. Interesting names.
We like food
Okay.
and animals.
Well, there are a lot of animals in the city now, I suppose.
I mentally push to whisper, push that we need to have this meeting soon, or you have prior engagement.
So when do I get to meet up with the boss and see about the job?
Well, he didn't seem very interested in meeting you. He's very concerned as to how I suddenly had a new friend.
That's kind of mean for him to assume that you can't make friends.
Yeah, well.
Are you sure he's a good boss?
Hey, pays well.
That doesn't mean he's a good boss. You can get paid a lot and then you could be a really crappy person.
Well, I mean, we all have sacrifices to make, I suppose.
Why do you make your sacrifices?
For the money, obviously.
What do you do with the money?
Spend it.
On what?
On?
I would buy a whole cow and a horse.
Ah. I think we should spend our money on different things, my friend.
Really quick. But Clover's gonna cast Prestidigitation to make Malice's eye ducts really, really hot, and then make her smell the smell of onions. That's all.
Okay. You see her just. Oh, dude, that's terrible smell. Onions? Is someone making onions?
Are you okay? Are you crying?
I guess.
I made onions for days.
Oh, maybe you should
I
clean
would
the
like-
place up, Gormrog.
Are you
Over.
okay, Malice?
I'm okay.
Okay. You seem a little off. Just want to make sure you're feeling well.
But you stabbed me in my hand, so.
Yeah.
Turn the person off.
Yeah, that can hurt sometimes.
I am looking around again,
Nice.
like, help.
So speaking of me stabbing you in the hand, why were you running away from us?
Because you were chasing me. Again, how do you all keep getting involved with our business? You show up at our lair, and you're at this hotel.
Because we're trying to get a job. We've been saying them.
I work at that location. I'm the cook there. Are you hungry, by the way?
No, I'm okay.
Anybody else? You want food?
Yes.
Let me cook something up for you.
I mentally speak to Clover. You think you could feel that stone that you saw first in you?
Oh, think like I'll
I
try.
guess it doesn't matter. We'll be taking a dead body here soon enough.
It's a little bit harder since it's like in her pocket. But if you can distract her, I'll go for it.
Malice, I do have a question.
Yes.
Why were you at Marielynn's?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Okay. That's a 13.
I was there to conduct business.
What?
I was there to conduct business.
What
Were you-
kind of business? And I would like to. I can try and cast Detect Thoughts again, but then I'm going to use sorcery points to to do Settle Spell.
Are they immune to it
I don't have to use
for
any
24 hours?
components.
Are they immune to it for 24 hours?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Wait. No, I have no idea.
What's the name of the spell?
Detect Thoughts. It's
Detect Thought?
Wisdom 14 saving throw.
I think Charm is like that. And this time I tell Whisper, if the spell drops and we do get violent, the last thing we want is the person grabbing that you just saw it through and start talking through it again. If that happens, I'm pretty sure they're going to have all hell break on our heads, or our disguise just talking for them.
I think back. I want to try and ask about the frog first.
Do it. And you have at least another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the Detect Thoughts, is that a thing that's happening?
Fennec?
Well, yeah, I'll cast it. I don't know if she's.
Well, you cast it, and you can just read her surface thought. What do you want to dive deep?
I'll see what the surface level gives first, and then.
Okay. A lot of the surface level thoughts are, Whisper is such a great, Banana's such a great friend. Who are these other fucking weirdos?
But like, what kind of business were you doing?
I was doing business that was my own.
You could have hurt a lot of people doing that, though.
Sometimes people get hurt.
What end?
My own end.
We're getting pretty close to that. What ends justify hurting people like this?
I'm not at liberty to tell you.
Who is?
Do you have family?
Nope.
What about other friends?
No, not really. You're really my only friend. I have some coworkers.
Are they as mean as your boss?
Some of them.
So are you saying Banana was your friend?
Yes, I would. She's a great friend.
Music is fantastic, by the way. Wait.
We didn't want to get violent.
He says, as Finnick says that, Clover is going to quietly ready her weapon behind her back. Go ahead.
We're sorry. We just wanted to protect Marielynn's.
Well, I don't think that's something that's going to pass.
Do you all plan on continuing to try?
Say that again?
Do you all continue to try to blow up Marielynn after you go on your way today?
they crossed the line, and now we need to send a message.
I quickly run outside, and I want to cast my familiar, and I want to send it out with a scrawled letter, fast and blended, like scrawled. Marielynn is still in danger. Stay on high alert. Do what you must. And I send my familiar out.
Okay.
And I run back, like, oh, it's raining still out there. Just wanted to check the weather. I'm sorry. Close the door.
What else can I do for you? Why am I still here? This is very strange. Can I rub their head for a minute? You tackled me.
Whisper. Sorry. Banana, ask your question. And you see me stand up, and I'm pulling out what you see is my spellcasting focus. You should ask your question.
Is there any way to stop you and your coworkers from sending a message to Marielynn's? They've got really good food there.
Well, it's not really up to me. The class had a meeting there the other day, so.
Are you in the class?
No, of course not.
What's wrong with the class?
They are the enemy. They are a rival.
They've got a cool name, though. Do you have a cool name?
The Myriad is much better name. The Clasp.
What
The
was
what?
it? You cut out a little bit there, Joe.
The Myriad is a much better name than the Clasp.
That is a pretty cool name.
Thought so.
The clasp makes me think of like buttons on a cloak.
Right, like a belt clasp.
Yeah. I don't know what a myriad is, but it sounds cool. It's fun to say.
Thank you.
What about the spell rights? Like, did they have anything to do with this?
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
It's so hard.
Metagaming, we have Mantle. God damn it.
Disadvantage. That is a 12.
She just kind of glances at you sideways before looking back to whisper.
Wait, do you know Wendy?
I was just gonna.
I don't think so.
She's got really creepy long fingers, and she takes people's blood with it.
Oh, is she? They work at the Spellright Sanctum?
Yeah.
I think I've seen her before.
Do you like her?
I didn't have much interaction with her.
You shouldn't like her.
Okay. Fuck Mindy.
Yeah.
Best friend vibe. I love it. That's perfect.
I got your back, girl.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well,
thanks for
letting us know where your secret meeting spot is. It's great to know where we can find you later.
Well, you all decided to disrupt our less raiding spot with your little raid.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't tell people what you're doing, then people can accidentally disrupt you and not even mean to. So maybe you should just be more upfront and be like, "Oh, I'm doing a thing. Can you like leave me alone for a bit?" And then people will leave you alone and let you
Again, I
finish.
don't understand how you all got involved in this.
We were eating at Marielynn's.
No, but how did you wind up at the place in the sewer?
How did you wind up in the place in the sewer?
Yeah, somebody stole our pet. Yeah, our pet. We had to track it down.
There was a lost cat.
You have work to do. We have work to do as well.
I feel like time is coming up. This tea is starting to get cold, my friend.
Oh, is it time to adventure?
Does anybody else have anything we should talk about over tea?
Did you cook that food?
Yeah, it's almost ready.
We have time for that, obviously.
Clover is going to think to Felix, if we don't start getting answers out of her soon, I'm gonna stab her again.
Yes, give it another at least 10, 15 minutes. Eventually she's gonna start getting hostile. But so be ready to stab.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be sitting there with a frying pan, just
Not cooking anything, just
Mm.
shaking the frying pan.
I'm cooking. Got bacon on the frying pan, some eggs. Just about to turn around and smack this chick with this frying pan. I just hope these eggs are done before that, because I don't want to waste eggs. Whisper would be mad at me.
So back
This
to
is not
Wendy.
going.
Back to Wendy. I also didn't like. I think I met the spell right. I didn't like him either. Do you know him?
Familiar with him.
Is he a good person?
They certainly hope not.
What?
What? Kind of pulls you in close again, whisper in your ear. He's not going to be around for much longer, hopefully.
Did he get in the way too?
He's part of the reason we're here.
I'm really confused.
What are you confused about?
Because I thought he's a bad guy.
Bad is so subjective of a term.
Then what side are you on?
My own side.
Well, do you do more good things or more bad things?
Depends on who it's happening to.
Depends on who's paying more.
Yeah.
Does your morality always depend on the coin? Never your heart?
Not that it's any of your business, but no.
Is there anything we could pay so that Marielynn's wouldn't get blown up?
Well, that would be a question for Redep.
Can you call him up? Talk.
I've already reached out to him once before. This only works once a day.
Oh.
You mentioned this, and I missed it, but did you say what line Marielynn's crossed that was going to make you bomb it?
As I've told you already, it's none of your business.
I
believe
Bananas was your best friend. Why wouldn't you tell Bananas?
Bananas. I love Bananas.
Well, Bananas wants to know why.
Potassium.
What line you crossed, but you're not going to be a good enough friend to tell her?
Did you want to know the Banana?
I do, because I really like Marielynn's.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the bunny girl wanted to.
Excuse me?
The bunny, the rabbit.
She's a halfling.
With feet that she stands up straight.
She's a halfling.
Don't look like a halfling to me. Anyways, Banana. So, when the class had a little meeting there the other day, we thought it's time to send a message that if you're going to side with the clasp, then you're not going to be able to operate anymore.
I don't think Marielynn sides with them.
Well, they were there. They had a meeting. Hestic showed
Try and
up.
scare us.
Who are you people then?
I get real close to
doing our job.
We've already told you we are Banana. Artichoke. We are the Fruity Pebbles. Who more are you? There's you. There's a Redep. You guys are part of the Myriad. What are you doing in this town? What's your end goal here? And does it all come down to money for you, or does it come down to you being a part of the Myriad? If we could offer you more money, would you leave the Myriad?
It's more of a long-term investment. I doubt you can pay me enough to make me retire.
What if the payment wasn't instant, but your life?
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, that was a 3.
And that's overly concerned, especially with my friend Banana here. She would not let you take advantage of me.
Yeah.
This is true. I am happy. I mentally say to everyone one more time, no matter how long it takes, are any more questions? Because the insult to my system here and to my physique in a very subtle point. I know I looked myself a little bit there, but I tried to scare her. Are we done here? We have closed
I'm just
chapter.
gonna politely walk over with a plate and just tip the frying pan over and provide Whisper with eggs and bacon and just wordlessly just.
I turn towards red girl, Malice. I offer a piece of bacon while asking, "Is your boss a frog dude by any chance?"
For depth?
Yeah.
I think they're called groans. Very strange.
Oh, he's the frog dude?
Mm.
Because the spell right said something about a frog dude.
Okay.
So is the spell right your enemy too?
Well, this is very good. Did you make this? Oh my goodness. Ashamed to blow up Marielynn's. This is delicious. You said did they cook there?
He's the cook at Marielynn's, and that's why we want to keep Marielynn's around.
Past
Really
3 or
good.
4 years, I've been the cook there.
We may have to find you better employment.
No. Nah, there's
That
nothing
is-
better than Marielynn and Miss Roslyn.
We'll see. Well, so the thing is, how much do you know about what the spell right there does?
Nothing. He is mean.
Okay. So here's the thing. He has been like developing these automatons that are going to make us entering this new market venue very difficult. It's not going to disrupt the clasp very much because they're already kind of here and have their established connections. But for us to kind of break in to this open market that is Tal'Dorei, we have to make sure that that doesn't happen.
So you're merchants?
You could say so.
What do you sell?
Anything that you might desire.
Sparkly stuff?
You guys were bringing... No. Never. You were breaking out the animals.
Oh, it's you, right?
Cause... For what?
Anyways,
Yeah. Did you release the big spider?
the a big spider? No, we did that.
The etiquette.
We did a lot of things. The Yettercap was the one we released from the Sanctum. But we've released all sorts of things throughout the city.
Why?
Why? Why does it matter to you?
Just want to know.
It doesn't matter to me. It matters to Bananas.
Yeah.
Does she speak for you, Banana?
Sometimes I'm not great with words,
Mm,
but good
Right.
friends can help you finish your sentences.
okay. And then she looks to you, Clover. The reason we let the creatures go throughout the city, because if we do that, then the public loses trust in the protection money they pay the clasp. So that weakens the clasp position and allows us to make new contacts.
So it's a turf war slash
Just gone
bidding war slash.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, so it's a turf war, pretty much, is what you're having issues with. You think that they're going to create something that will allow you on the turf, and you want to try to eliminate them before it happens.
Basically.
The spell right is just collateral in that.
Well, he is a very powerful, influential man. If we can make him lose trust in the clasp, we can provide the services that he may need. And also gain any technology that he may develop.
That's really clever. That's a really clever business plan. You should be proud of that.
Thank you.
Genuinely, that's a clever little manipulation there.
How much time do we have? You're talking.
I'd say at this point you're coming up on like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, Clover would like to think really hard, like Felix. If we give her to the spell right, we have completed our mission.
Do we have to give her alive? But also, since you speak that, what if? Man, there's so much going on. If we don't give it to the spell right, I don't know if this single person is gonna stop. No matter what we do with this single person, it's not gonna stop the oncoming. This is a pond looking at the frog is.
We know who her boss is. We know where their lair is. And we know for sure that it was the Myriad who has been releasing the animals, which is our job to find out.
I relay all this information back to everybody, Clover Street. And I ask, what line do we cross? Do we let this person live then, if we have the information we need, or do we do our best to let her walk free and hope that she's gonna be pissed no matter what we do? But if we let her go now, she might not find us.
So I'll just think back, like, if we just go to the spell right with all of this information, what's gonna happen? What are they gonna do?
Probably
And how is-
decimate them, I would imagine. Hopefully.
We don't even
Fight
know
back.
how big the myriad is.
To be fit. Oh, you're not thinking to me. Sorry.
It could be as
Yeah,
big as the
I
class.
guess at that point though, how much of that is our problem? I'm with you, Finnick, if we should push farther into it, but how much are we trying to fix it? I'm with you all the way if that's the case.
Because at this point, it just sounds like the myriad's just doing this for money. Like, that sounds like that's all it is. It's just money. So,
Can you dive deeper into her mind, Phil?
the duration of the spell is up, and I have no more
Can you cast it again?
thoughts. No.
You have no more. Okay.
We are going to be using a alternate homebrew room. This is echoes really hard on my ears. Where you can cast spell slots 4 levels of exhaustion. So a first level spell slot would give you 1 level of exhaustion etc.
So I
I
mean,
tell
I could try.
Finnick, if you decide to push it and exhaust yourself, if you give me a chance, do it after she's aggressive. I'll cast a spell that I call Mind Sliver, and she hits the ground and she has disadvantage and less able to fight mental battles.
I can
That's
try.
She's not
I ask
aggressive yet,
everybody.
right?
No,
I'm sorry?
We still have a few minutes before
Yeah.
spell's up.
I tell Whisper, like, and I'll go until when you say go, I'm going to start being aggressive. But if you don't say go, by the time your spell ends, I'm gonna immediately start casting spells, just so you know.
Yeah, Clover's weapon is readied to immediately opportunity attack.
Are you eating with it, Chance?
Not yet, but that's a good idea for the future. I just don't eat bacon.
Pull out a carrot.
So while eating and still sharing with her, I do want to turn to her after hearing that the spell's gonna run out soon. Be like, so did you happen to catch a griffin and do
We didn't
stuff with
catch
a
them.
griffin? Oh,
They were brought to the city.
and why were they brought to the city?
So we
So you can
release.
release. Oh, did you hurt the griffin?
I mean, yeah, you have to keep the animal contained.
And I cast Primal Savagery
Okay.
and attack.
As she's attacking, can she also do a intelligence saving throw, please?
Nothing. So fail.
And for me,
She takes 5 psychic damage in her next ability check. She tracks, sorry, a saving throw. She tracks the D4.
Okay.
so Primal Savagery is a dirty 20 to hit,
Okay.
and
Um,
so
Because of all this, the charm and everything like that, I'm gonna say it's an instant crit, just because you're attacking her. And if anyone else wants to attack in this moment, now's your
Yeah.
opportunity.
I was
So-
ready to
Yeah,
attack.
you know you were saying it, so
So that's I'm hitting with my dagger with booming blade.
okay.
And that was a 17 to hit.
Okay, so it's gonna be the same. This is a complete surprise round. She is sitting in a chair, relaxed. She's not prepared to defend against the attacks at all. So they're all gonna be critical hits.
and that's
Okay,
double
so
the
that
dice
just
roll,
means
right?
so we just double all of our rolls.
Yeah, all your dice rolls.
Okay.
It was the bacon. Thank you, Gormrog.
You're welcome. Just don't break my chairs.
How's it feel that you created her last meal?
So,
Kind of an honor.
Yeah.
Primal Savagery, I turn. I'm like mid bacon eating. My teeth sharpen and turn into pointed teeth. My fingernails sharpen and turn into claws, and I attack her in a very like animalistic way, and that's for 13 acid damage.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I did 25 damage.
Okay. Finnick and Gormog and Felix, do you want to do anything in this moment? Felix, you did something. Sorry. Finnick?
I guess I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay. The thought is, Oh fuck.
Oh, like I kind of gathered like a little bit.
What are you looking for?
Just I guess more about the myriad.
Okay. What kind of roll do they have to make?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
She rolled a natural 20. But I will say, as Whisper leaps over to the table and just digs claws and teeth, and you see this acid dig into the skin and begin to immediately necrosis starts to stretch out from each mark, and behind Laura just jams the trowel into her back, and there's a thunderous boom from this as she gets stabbed in the back. The chair she's sitting on just kind of explodes from the thunderous force. She tumbles down to the ground. Between the attacks you did before and this, she is on the ground, barely hanging on.
Take her to the spell right alive and let them deal with her. Right? Or do you guys want to kill her?
Unconscious is better.
What would the myriad do if they found out that we had killed her, though?
Same thing the class
They
would do.
probably tried to blow us up, just like they tried to blow up Marielynn's, just because
And
they're
going to try it again.
Yes, we're going to stop that.
Well,
Her life or death doesn't matter at this point.
At this point, I'm willing to stand up against the myriad and fight back.
The issue is we don't know what we're dealing with.
I crouch down and I get close to her ear and I say, "You hear what we're talking about? We're speaking about your life right now. And one way to make sure that you stay on that breathing is if maybe you tell us a little bit more of who you're working with and where we can find them. Because right now it's not looking good for you." As I kind of splash my hand in a puddle of blood next to it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a intimidation check at advantage. As you roll, this whole has definitely turned not in her favor.
That plus one, 18. I have a plus one, so they'll roll with lucky.
You know you'll die for this.
It's okay. I think we've taken that.
Who are all of you? How have you become involved in this?
It's called we're good at what we do.
Clover, what is it you called us?
That is not our group name.
No. What is it that you called us?
I called us the Fruity Pebbles. That was in the moment of us all being vegetables.
Pebbles. That is who you know us as. And that's probably going to be the last ridiculous name you know of, sadly. So you better tell us. Where is your boss?
I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Good. You want to be alive while we wait? And I look up, are we waiting?
I'm not. I'm like shaking. I'm not responding to you.
Wormrog, Finnick, Clover. Apparently
I'm
her
just
boss is
holding
coming.
I'm holding pieces of my chair.
This is not a time to break down, guys.
I'm just gonna lean down and whisper in her ear so that no one else can hear. Oh, and
She's on the other side.
Oh, and thanks for the gold. That's all.
Okay, if that's the case, I asked Finnick.
Hey, Clover, did Clover take the sending stone from earlier?
No. I was only gonna do that if
down there
distracted her and I didn't feel comfortable.
I mean, at this point, we can probably tie her up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gormrog, but okay.
Hmm?
So let's not get too kinky, Gormrog, but if you feel your house. First you're cooking us dinner, then you're asking to tie.
I don't. Felix, we
I
need
know
to
you're
have this
upset about.
conversation at another time. The comment after you took your shirt off and now this, I'm very uncomfortable. We'll talk about it later. We need to secure this, and we need to get rid of all the blood that's now soaked into my floors and on your hand because you've been playing in puddles.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. I guess we
Oh,
should
I
be
got
back
it.
in the
I got
point.
it. Clover's gonna cast prestidigitation on the blood puddles and clean them up.
Okay, easy enough. They disappear.
This has been
I'm
such a back and
Finnick,
forth moment.
Finnick, are we keeping her
It's
alive?
incredible.
I would let the spell right deal with this.
But
No.
Then we need to leave now. Then
If we don't
No.
take her to the spell right, we don't get paid. We don't
Right.
complete our mission.
We can just give the
Yes,
spell
let's do
right
that.
information.
her
Whisper.
boss is coming now. Her boss is coming now. Is what she said. So we need to make a choice now. If she comes, and she's still away. If we want her alive, we need to eat or kill her.
Felix, you are breaking up a little
Yeah,
bit.
pretty bad.
Oh, it's not. She said her boss is coming now. So if we want to keep her alive, if she gets here and she's alive, there's a chance we're losing her. If we kill her, we can bring the information and maybe bring the boss. So,
Either way, we have the information we need to complete the job. I don't want to be a part of the decision if we kill her or not.
Whisper looks like she wants to leave somebody face off.
If you let me go, we can work something out. I don't know how you've become involved in this, but the Myriad can be a helpful ally and someone trying to make money. We can call
But you
this
heard
all
this.
a big mistake.
Hey,
We've clearly
Clover.
already made a few allies.
Yes.
your friend with the mask would probably like to know the information we learned too.
I was just thinking about him. I feel like, what if we went to him before we even went to the spell right? What if he killed her? Then it could just continue to be a Myriad class war, and the Free Pebbles can stay out of it.
I'm gonna kill her.
Okay.
Why, Banana? I know you cast a spell on me, but we have a genuine connection.
Because you hurt Talent.
What the hell is Talon?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Promise you.
No one here is stopping you.
I promise you. You kill me. The Myriad will hunt you to the end of the earth.
How would you even know?
We have ways of finding out things.
But like how? Do you have a tracker on you? Like, we heard your whole conversation with Rodep, and I know because my sister has one that you can't track sending stones. So how are they even on their way here right now?
What's your armor class?
Uh-oh. 14.
Okay. Let me see something real quick.
Time to kill her.
Or kill me, I don't care. Go for it. Try me, bro.
Girl!
Just, and a big splotch of blood just splashes onto your face.
Well, what did you hit? What was your roll?
Oh, 14.
Okay, I'm gonna cast shield. So
Was your armor class 14? You did say that, right?
armor class is 14, but with shield it goes up to I think 17.
Okay.
Isn't it +5?
Yeah, 19.
So you see this blood spittle shoots with your face and just evaporates against your shield.
Go for it, Whisper. Go bananas.
I look around, I'm kind of confused. Is she being aggressive, like, at all? Or she's just chilling?
You look around confused. Care.
You tied her up, right? Yeah, so she's not really able to move too much.
I handed you a chair, Whisper.
I cast Wild Shape, and I don't know what I'll turn into because I'm gonna roll a random number generator. I turn into a mastiff.
Okay. So your form shifts down into this large canine form. I see you are good with animals.
And since that was a bonus action, I want to attack, but I have to see what mastiffs do. There you go, pulling him.
You don't even. You could. How do you want to
Oh.
do this? She has no health left.
Oh. Well, then I bite because that's what I'm doing. I lunge for the throat.
Okay. You lunge out, bite down into the red, fleshy portion of her neck, and just rip out the whole esophagus, and the blood just. She kind of just eyes fade, and her head slumps down. Blood just pours out from her body.
Clover up to Mastiff Whisper and start petting her. Good girl. Who's a good girl?
I sit, and my tail's wagging.
All right. With that, we're going to take our break. Be back in about 10-15 minutes, everyone. Thank you.
I'm Jacqueline Wilmot, Director of Volunteer and Community Engagement at the Phoenix. We're on a mission to help as many people as we can.
I'm blown away, honestly, by the impact our volunteers are having across the country. The Phoenix is yoga, it's art, it's hiking, it's music. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening at the Phoenix.
Now, because of our virtual volunteer platform, we can take Phoenix anywhere. All they have to do is pick up that volunteer flag, and it's started.
The people, they tend to come to the Phoenix because they get something out of it, you know? There's something genuine about that. And then, you know, along the way, they realize, I can give back. What's so unique about volunteering with the Phoenix is that you can just come as you are, and we will give you the tools and the training to be successful.
I became a volunteer with the Phoenix so that I could give back, even if it's just a little bit of what they've given me. One of my most favorite things about volunteering is meeting people, connecting. I've made friends that I will have for a lifetime.
So it's been a dream of mine to be able to bring fitness or physical activities to the sober community here in Long Beach. And so to hear that the Phoenix was already here and doing that was super exciting for me.
Service to others has been played a major role in my personal recovery. So I like that the Phoenix lets me combine an activity and some service. I also really like riding my bike, so hand in hand they go together.
I love the Phoenix. I don't know, it's just the classes have really helped me come out of my shell a little bit. I have my confidence back, which I didn't have even though I got clean from drugs and alcohol. I feel like my life is taking off, and everybody at the Phoenix is helping me do that.
Once Phoenix has helped you rise from the ashes, there's this sort of natural response where you want to do that for other people. And the beauty of that is as soon as they find that strength and fortitude in their recovery, they're reaching back for the next person. And if we did that across the country, imagine how many lives could be touched.
So join us in this movement. Whether you are in recovery or an ally, you have something special to offer. Whether you are looking to lead events or support events, you already have everything you need to bring the Phoenix alive in your community. Get started today. We can't wait to make a difference alongside you.
perfect, Joe. That was the perfect fucking slide in. Just. We're back. All right. So, Whisper is currently in mastiff form as you have a tied up, dead tiefling in Gormrog's apartment.
Last time. Murder!
What's the plan here, guys?
Oh god. Clover, clean up the body. Clean up the body.
Clover is going to clean up some of the blood that's on the floor, but she can't really clean up the whole body.
I would be
I
freaking out.
actually only clean up, I believe, like a 5 square foot area at a time. So, just gonna clean up some floor blood.
Okay.
See, Gormrog, it's not that bad.
Yeah, tell that to my chair. Finnick, can you help me find a blanket of some kind in one of the cabinets? Probably in the other room. We gotta wrap this body up and get it out of here.
Yeah, sure.
Question is, to whom do we take it? There's the clasp, who could probably make it disappear. There's the Spellwright, who's kind of on the other side of the city, also can make it disappear. And then there's Lyndon, who would take it to the guard, and they'd have a fuck ton of questions. And I don't
think Lyndon could handle a dead body, no offense.
We shouldn't start
I know
with
he's
the
part of
guard.
I know he's part of the guard, but it doesn't seem like that type.
I bark.
I think the class might be the best choice because if we bring it to the class, they're not out trying to destroy the Spellwright. They are somewhat aligned with the city's intentions, so it's not going to trickle down anyway. So it does help the Spellwright no matter what we do. Are we looking to help the class in that manner? I know, Clover, you're trying to join, I guess. This is a lot, actually.
I'm
We did
trying
it.
to I'm trying
You
to
wanted
what?
Join the
Didn't you
class.
want to join the class?
No.
Oh.
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
We did agree to be forthcoming with information.
Yeah, I want to help the clasp. But I don't want to join the clasp. I want to keep my options open.
I'd rather they didn't kill us, personally.
Do we remember how to find the clasp?
You were told the one place to go to, if you recall.
I'm
Jumping
sure.
Jackal.
So does it make sense? Well, we don't want any more people finding out where you live, so yeah, I mean, do you want to go to the Jumping Jackal? Maybe we should take one of the tiefling horns as like proof to the Spellwright, though. Or just because
I think they'd be happy with any information, personally.
Oh.
But
okay.
That's just my thought, so then I'm gonna
Clover, do you want to take off one of those horns?
I kind of do.
I'm chewing on one.
No, Whisper can have them. I think you still get more use out of them than me. I just think it's kind of cool.
I am not comfortable with the fact that we just killed somebody in my place.
Now
Trying
that
really
you
hard
said that,
not.
I'm pretty sure that the way she said that, I get a very undertone. Once she dies, thing to know that she's dead. So we either need to move or just be ready for something. I think your place is compromised no matter what. You probably should never come back here. With that being said, can I just break all the steps?
You know, this is a little morbid. And, like, you know, this isn't who I am usually, but it might be easier to transport her body if we chop her up and put her in a bag.
Oh my god.
As you say that, you see me grab, like, I just start shuffling through back, and I'm just crawling legs. Okay, Clover.
Okay.
We
I
have
see that no one was comfortable with that. Fair enough.
between Gormrog and I think we could handle one dead body. We don't need to
It's
go
more
that
of like,
far.
what does it look like, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like carrying a dead body.
I
But
got it.
you're right. And you know what? That would just mess up Gormrock's house even more. So.
No, I get it.
Felix.
Suddenly, I get it. I get it.
Felix,
It all makes
did you
sense.
shrink her at all?
Oh,
You made Clover bigger earlier.
That's a good idea.
I really wish I could, but I'm kind of, how do you say, you see me try to do it and nothing spark happened, but I did see you just cast a spell, but you seem tired. Did something happen after you said you cast a spell, but
I am so physically worn out from the day we've had and pushing myself like that. I don't know how strong of a spell it is that you would have to cast, but I have a feeling I'm going to feel like this for a day or two. It took a lot out of me physically.
then if you think we can physically try to get her tinier in a more brute way, then maybe that's better. If we need to shrink her, then I'll make her maybe be able to fit in a bag at least if you chop her in half. If I shrink her, probably.
Avoid making a bigger mess than we already
I'm
have.
pretty sure. I point down and I start spewing out some insane, just why I would know this. A body's gonna bleed out in about 2 minutes anyways. It's been rubbed out. It's been sitting here for at least 10 minutes.
Whoa!
Completely. Your floorboards are now gonna have blood seeped in for at least 2 years.
It does look like the butt is kind of getting lower on her body. He's right. And Clover keeps cleaning blood off the floor, like as more drips out.
Can I just try and pick her up?
Go ahead and roll a strength check.
Oh, great, which I have disadvantage on, by the way.
Yes.
While
Because
this is happening, as my dog, I want to listen to if I hear or smell anyone
so that's
coming.
A 15 for a shrink check.
What were you saying, Whisper?
Just while all this talking is happening, I want to hear or listen with my dog senses. Go over to the door and smell. Do you guys sense anything coming? Anything
Go ahead and roll a
smells off?
perception check.
Yeah, with the dog stats, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Finnick,
I have advantage on ones that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay, go ahead and roll again.
Yeah.
Finnick, that 15's with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, you actually already... She's heavy, especially now being dead, but you are able to hike her up onto your shoulder. What's the next
Okay,
roll?
now use the blanket to cover her up.
Okay.
I could use
Get her
part of my cloak as well.
Yeah, like a cloak.
Which roll was that?
My second roll was dirty 20. So that
Dirty
one's the
20.
highest.
Okay. As you're listening and smelling the air around you, you don't get any smells. It's really difficult to smell, especially anything outside, because of the rain. It's kind of dampening any smells. You do hear the sounds of people kind of shuffling on the streets, being moved back in. You hear Lyndon's voice off, just on the edge of your range, as he's kind of like hollering for people to, be careful, watch out, because he's still on high alert. He doesn't know exactly what's going on, but he's like run. You hear him running back and forth, trying to maintain the room and maintain security. He's doing a lot. You hear the sound of footsteps on wood from various people in the building, and One thing that does kind of set your notice off is you hear the sound of feet against wood that is wet. It's like a damp, much damper and softer sound than what you're hearing inside the other places.
I start howling at the door.
It doesn't sound like it's coming from the door. It sounds like it's coming from the outside area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get the attention of my party. Oh.
What is it, girl? What is it?
I look to you and I look to the door, and I look to you and I look to the door.
I think it's time to go.
Nick, you got that, or you need me to help?
I mean, I might not be able to move as fast, but...
Gimme. And I'm just gonna kind of take it onto my shoulders.
I'm mentally speak up. What is it? We're about to find out if the dog thinks the dog or... How does that work exactly if I try mentally speak?
Her intelligence remains the same, so it's no issue.
I'll throw the extra blanket and cloak over Gormrog to cover the body.
Okay.
Got her wrapped up in a carpet style.
Well, how are you carrying her?
Just hands on one side, feet on the other, just over my shoulder.
I was just gonna make it, like, wrap it over you like a cloak sort of style, making it look like you have, I guess, bigger shoulders, larger shoulders.
I'm gonna say roll a deception check at advantage because you're both working together to kind of like fool this, disguise this body.
So Gormrog's rolling.
Am I? Okay.
At advantage.
Not bad. 21.
Okay. All right. So you feel pretty confident you've got this body well disguised.
All right, get the door.
Open the door.
Where are we going?
I want to run out into the street and see if I can hear what direction that the wet feet sound is.
Okay. Roll another perception check.
At advantage?
Yep, at advantage because the doors.
And I also say maybe we want to be careful with our words.
Say that again, Joe.
I tell I mentally speak to Dom once he asks where we're going. I say the class maybe we want to be very careful with our words from here on, since we have a body strapped across your shoulders.
Try not to think about it. You lead, I follow.
Clover, I feel a little braver when you're next to me. Let's do this. I hobble out into the rain, following Whisper.
Oh. What'd you roll, Whisper?
12.
At advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With the sound of the rain coming down around you, it's kind of filling your senses, and you're not able to really distinguish anything where any of that sound came from. Okay, what's the plan, guys?
Make our way as fast as we can to
The jumping jackal.
the jumping jackal.
Uh-oh. We lost Dom.
Uh-oh.
Look here. There he is.
There he is.
What'd you do, Dom? Oh, show us that beautiful tattoo. Nice. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so.
Is the layout still okay?
Yeah, you guys are good. It goes back. It's alphabetical order, so it goes back.
Knowing that we've been watched before, I would like to, as we walk, look at the the rooftops and see if I see anybody watching us as we make our way to the jumping jackal.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
At the 19.
Did you say? I'm sorry.
15 plus 4 for a 19.
19. Okay. I will say you catch the faint flash of blue on the rooftops as just peeking over, kind of surveying the area. You catch the faint flash of blue flesh.
I tell Gormrog, I'm not sure, but I think that we're being watched slightly. I can't really be sure. We're moving too fast and too much rain.
Can I cast minor illusion to make? I guess I just want to make Gormrog appear like normal. Like I don't know, like if I'm. Let me.
What do you mean normal? Trying to
Like
say I
you're
don't
not
look normal?
carrying. Like you're not carrying a fucking dead body. Don't have to get so fucking aggressive.
Guys, we're out in the rain right now.
I'm playing in a puddle.
It only because he's a moving thing and the illusion's not able to move. It would be noticeable as he's like walking that it's not him.
Okay.
We just should go quick.
All right, what's the plan, guys? What are you doing here?
Yeah, we're just
going to the
using
jumping
all of our
jackal.
movement speed and.
You're gonna
booking-
run? You're booking it.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna run, but we're gonna walk pretty fast. I don't want to draw unnecessary
Guys.
attention to ourselves. Like we're not.
Keep in mind, my speed is halved.
Yeah.
Well, what's your speed?
So right now I can move it. It's 15 feet. Because I have 2 levels of exhaustion. I cannot move that fast.
You took 2 levels?
Detect Thoughts is a 2nd level spell.
Just walking there casually, which is good because we're not drawing attention to ourselves. Maybe Felix and I'll even walk about 10 feet behind so that we don't look like a big group all together.
Okay. If that's what we're gonna do, then I need a group deception check to try and fool everyone that you are not carrying a body down the street.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got this. I just rolled a 6.
Do I use my own deception?
I have disadvantage.
Deception is a charisma base, and you carry all of your charismas. You carry intelligence, wisdom, and charisma when you.
Okay.
That was actually, that was good. That is a dirty 20 on disadvantage.
Nice.
Okay. So we've got a 4,
Wait,
a
no.
6.
Deception, it's 22. Disadvantage.
Take note of that, everyone.
Plus 4.
Keep in mind, I'm high
4.
charisma at low level.
Yeah.
I got 16.
Been lies. All been lies.
It's called forget that charisma is my highest.
What'd you roll, Clover? I'm sorry.
16.
16. Okay. So 2 big fails, but a lot of high rolls on those other ones. So slowly but surely, you begin to make your way down the road. I will say they don't know who exactly they're looking for, so you are able to kind of make your way out of that area without drawing the attention of any of the people. So what's the plan here, guys? Making your way over to the jumping jackal?
Jumping jackal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will say, for the sake of brevity, you make it there just as the rain begins to kind of lighten up, as it's pretty dark out at this point.
if no one objects to this, I think I'd like to rush up and push my way through first. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ask for his. Is this the guy whose name is Golash?
Yeah.
Okay,
Golash,
sorry,
yeah.
it's been a couple of weeks, so.
No worries.
So I'm gonna go in and ask for Golash. Gulash, whatever.
Golash?
Golash.
As you enter into the Jumping Jackal, and just walking up in the building, you all, I believe you've seen this building before. There's the sign hanging from the top with a little jackal jumping on it. As you enter in, there is a pretty good amount of people inside the inn. Say 3 tables are filled with the various denizens of the inn. Behind the counter, you see a very, very large ogre working the counter. And as you walk in, he kind of looks towards you. Who's Golish?
No, that's not his name. I am looking for a man with a mask. We're
Never
friends.
heard of him.
I feel like you're just lying, but that's fine, I'll believe you. But if you do know him and you are just lying, can you tell him that his friend Clover's here? I'll turn around so I don't see you do it.
Kind of cleaning the countertop. Slowly takes the rag, hangs it over his shoulder, and steps into the back room for a minute, keeping out. Like, you see him watch you the entire time as he's stepping back. Turns his head and you don't hear what he says, but he eventually makes his way back up. Gives a nod to 2 of the people sitting at the table. They stand up, lift the table off, move the table across over to the side of the floor, and a hatch lifts up with a staircase down. Hurry up.
Did you guys follow me in? So are we all going down? Okay.
Yeah.
Before we went inside the inn, I wanted to see if I could hear the wet feet again.
Okay, go roll a perception check.
Oh. 21.
The only sounds of wet feet you hear are on the cobblestone walkways. You feel pretty confident that you've escaped whatever person that was.
Okay. Then yeah, I follow everybody in.
Okay. Okay, so as you all make your way down the staircase, the sounds shift dramatically from that quiet upper floor. It shifts dramatically. There's music playing. There's just this jovial nature of this lower kind of restaurant area. There are people filling the entirety of the space. There's a small, off to the rear of it, there is an elevated platform almost that has this railing around it, and you see Golish sitting there with 2 others, a clean-faced, curly-haired tiefling with pale blue skin and these really stubby horns, and this soft, almost babyish face, but with this very large frame. And you see next to them this kind of creepy, unkempt, gaunt-faced halfling there, just sitting back, and they're all having a little bit of a conversation. Next to them, you see this bronze tube that kind of comes out of the wall behind them, with a little opening on it. But you look around, there's just every type of person you could find down in this space, and it's filled in a rather rambunctious nature. Kind of see him notice you all enter in, and motions for you all to come. As he does that, a pathway opens up in front of all of you to make your way through.
Do you have a place we could see you privately for just a moment? Or is...
Yeah, what's the issue?
I'm gonna whisper. Can I, like, try to whisper so that no one else can hear? Like, I don't know what everyone's perception is, but... Can I stealth roll? Like...
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I rolled a, 11 plus... I rolled an 18.
Okay. You feel pretty confident.
I'm just gonna whisper to him, we have a body.
See, you can, even though he's wearing the mask, you see the sides of his face kind of curl up underneath. All right. He stands up and kind of begins to walk down off this like stage platform, and he makes you follow him towards a room towards the back. Opens a door, allowing you all to enter in. Looking inside, there's a large desk in the center, and just the walls are strewn with all the various like trinkets and items that you imagine Golish has some sort of sentimental value to. But he walks in and takes a seat at his desk. So,
how much time has it been?
Since what?
I wild shaped.
Probably 30 minutes.
Okay.
Make this hand gesture to Gormrod.
Oh, yeah. We killed a member of the Myriad who's trying to sabotage your investments here in the city, and also tried to blow up my establishment. Thought you'd want to know. Also, we figured you were probably the people who would be able to make a body disappear. Does that about sum it up?
Yeah, I think that does. So, Myriad, that makes a lot of sense. Body, we got obviously, since you decided to do us a favor.
The name's Malice, if that helps.
Doesn't really matter to me.
Tiefling woman. Works for a dude who's a frog named, what was it? Redep. Thank you. Yeah.
Name's not familiar to me, but
It's information.
yeah, useful nonetheless. So, what can I do in exchange for this favor?
Well, one, get rid of this thing. And just don't put it down and just, not ruin his desk.
They're
But,
gonna come after us next.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess in exchange for the information we've given you, we would like to continue to receive your protection. And I mean, if you can throw some gold in, that'd be nice too, but I'm not trying to be pushy here.
roll a persuasion check.
That was a 21 and not 19.
Fuck yeah.
Again, you notice those corners of his mouth kind of curl, and he gives a little nod, opens a drawer on his desk, and pulls out a bag, just gives it a shake, and tosses it on the desk for you guys.
Nice.
Well, as far as protection goes, what's all of your plan? Because, I mean, you've done a pretty big favor for us on this one. This lines things up pretty well for us. Do you want work? Something you're interested in?
I mean,
but
I know we need to still go to the Spellrite with this information. I don't know what else we have planned after this, really.
I gotta bring it to my people too.
It shouldn't take too long, though.
So what do you want? You want us to get you out of the city? Get you closer somewhere else? What kind of protection are you looking for?
Right now, I guess our biggest fear is that the myriad is going to be after us. So if we could just keep it quiet that we were the ones who did this, you know, if they go looking for someone and it wasn't us. In
Well, how
fact,
much do they
as
know?
far as anyone else is concerned, you have no idea who we are.
They know that the last time the person who was on your floor spoke with her boss was speaking with somebody named Banana. That is what they know.
Okay.
So really,
Well, obviously, this is all between us. I have no reason to reveal who took out a hit on someone from a rival organization. So your secret's safe with me in that sense.
Marielynn's.
yeah, Marielynn.
They tried to blow it up.
Right. Well,
That can't happen.
I will have. I'll put it under our venue.
Watch them, but do not enter the establishment ever again.
Well, it's gonna be kind of hard for me to watch the place without entering into it.
There's an establishment across the way. You can see it from the roof.
And who is the owner of that establishment?
Good question. They've got lousy food there. I never went in again.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Do our best then.
Yeah. Yep. Now, my friends here are pretty tired. Do you, require anything else of us?
No, I don't think so.
Are we good? Friends?
While they were talking, can I just look around the room and dog one?
Sure, go ahead. Roll a perception check.
Oh, 11.
What are you looking for in particular?
I'm not very smart in reality, so probably anything that looks like anything that somebody who's not very smart would find suspicious.
I mean, everything kind of has that air of suspicion
Yeah.
because it's his private office.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of what you gather to be stolen items on the walls. I would say things that would maybe catch your attention. I'd say you see on his desk a curved blade that has some intricate designs on the hilt, on the actual shaft of the blade, and it kind of curves up, but it's still very short. It's very much like a dagger, but it just has this elegant curve to the blade.
Okay.
Actually, Mr. Golish, there's one other thing. Can I get one of those horns?
Her horns?
Yeah.
Stands up, walks over, and pulls the blanket down off her head a bit more. Puts his hand on her actual skull and just rips a horn off. The
Appreciate you.
piece of the skull kind of fractures out with it, and it's kind of brutal, but he chucks it towards you.
I'm gonna hold it out to Clover.
So, thank you. Whispered,
Yeah.
you did get one too, right? She's a dog.
She was chewing on it earlier.
Yeah, okay. Cool. As long as we both got one.
Did you want the other one?
Whisper had ripped it off and was right?
I think she was chewing on it while it was still on her head.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I think she would like the other one. If you don't need it.
Things are always good in pairs, too.
Lifts his boot up, smashes his foot down on her skull, just smashing it, the rest of it to bits, and just kind of lifts up. And there's like an eye socket left on it. It's brutal.
I'm gonna grab that from him and then I'm gonna go like this. Fetch!
As you throw it, blood just kind of splatters out across the room.
Please tell me it's on the creepy guy, like the creepy little halfling.
Oh, don't.
He's not in this room. He's still on the platform.
I look confused, but then I for a moment, then it catches up to me what you did, and then I trot and pick up the horn.
Well, this has been a morbid and interesting day. I don't really know who I am anymore, but I feel like this.
I am closer to my family than I've ever been. Thank you, Mr. Golesh, for your time.
Thank you.
The coin? Did I see that right? He tossed you some coin, Clover?
Yeah, there was a pouch on the table. I think Felix grabbed it.
Yep.
All right.
You can add 100 gold to your inventory.
Is there 100 in that?
So there was 500?
Yeah. No, 100.
Okay. I would just hold it.
From the
let's split it up in 6 just so you guys know. But we'll do that whenever past time. We're like, oh, here's the gold.
All right, and then I'll say, all right, so now we go to the spell right.
You sure you've got this? I kind of point at the bloody mess on the floor.
Oh, yeah. This is not an issue.
I step over the dead body.
Oh, leave just one more thing. Was there a code to get in here? I couldn't remember it.
Yeah, there is. Next time you come, you ask, what makes the jackal jump?
Got it.
What is that then? What makes the jackal jump?
Good luck to all of you.
No, but what makes the jackal jump?
The sound of the clasp.
What is the clasp? I feel like this is just a chain of questions. I'm sorry. Okay.
It was 100 gold total, wasn't
it? So we'll make our way.
Okay. So
should we maybe stay in the inn for a little bit, let things cool down, or are we going straight to the spell right?
He's about to hand us another 200 gold.
Yeah.
So that would mean that Clover picked up a couple hundred. You just picked up 100. He's about to hand us another couple hundred. We're going to be sitting pretty for a little while.
I mean, Clover didn't take anything that you know of.
Ah, it was surreptitious.
You did say thanks for the gold.
Yes, I whispered that to Malice.
Okay, I didn't know if we heard it or not.
I don't know if you did either, but I was to her.
No. Okay, so you all
Oh shit. Golesh.
Yeah.
Watch out for the sending stone she's got on it.
Oh, okay.
Her boss has the other one.
Anything else on her I should know about? No? Okay, goodbye.
You'll find out.
We probably should have looked.
Too numb to care.
Yeah.
I'm just too numb to care right now. To the spell right.
Okay, so exit out of the office, Whisper returning to her elven form. The crowd doesn't move quite as easily this time, as Goal is just not there to pull you forward, so you have to kind of force your way through everyone. But it goes with relative ease. You make your way out of the Jumping Jackal and continue on towards the Spellwright Sanctum. Let me see here.
Can you
As
clean
we walk over there,
Gormog, please? He's a little smelly.
sorry, what?
I asked you if you could clean Gormog, but you know about it.
You're breaking up, Joey.
I said Gormog probably smelly from all the blood. Maybe you should clean him.
Clean Gormrog of blood. Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that too. I can help clean you up. Anyone who has blood on them, I'll help clean them up.
Thank you very much.
What were you
I
gonna say before
completely
that, Chloe?
forgot about that.
I was gonna say, as we were walking to the Spellwright, I am gonna tell everyone. Oh, speaking of gold, I did find 100 gold in Malice's purse that we can split up. So I'm gonna give each of them 20 gold as well.
And Felix, did you split the gold with us as well?
I did. I'm going to do it right now.
So we each got 40 gold.
Okay. Okay, so as you all make your way over to the Spellwright Sanctum, you enter into the now familiar lobby of the Sanctum and are greeted by the striking purple hair of Wendy as she sits there, watches you all enter, and just greets you all with a loving smile. Hey, everyone!
Don't have time for your shit today, Wendy. We need to see the Spellwright.
Okay, is he expecting your appointment?
Yes.
The job we were hired to do for him is done. It's time for us to present the information to him, and we can be out of your hair forever.
Aw, I don't want you out of my hair forever. You guys have been so awesome.
Anyways, can we go in?
Sure, hold on one sec. Let me get someone to escort you.
Whisper, are you a person again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A giant club right now.
Yeah, I saw the club and I was like, nice.
It's her chewing stick. Her stick.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. She kind of holds her hand up to it. She makes a motion with her hand and whispers a small spell, and she kind of like holds her hand up. Could you just let the Spellwright know that the group he hired is here to come to complete the mission? Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Pebbles.
Pretty Pebbles? That's your guys' name?
Oh.
Yes.
We haven't decided.
Oh my gosh, I love that name for you guys. That is so
Which makes
great.
us want to change it.
Yeah.
That's a great
Okay,
name.
I don't like it anymore. It's not
Well,
the
since your hair
Ah.
matches, we'll call you Fruity Pebbles.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I'm just gonna keep calling you Hakor because I think it fits you a little bit better. Isn't that interesting?
Oh my god, that is so interesting. You're so amazing.
Open the door, Wendy.
I'm just gonna wait. Someone has to come escort you up there.
Let it be noted, I'm trying to make sure everybody is like a good distance away.
I figured.
Nobody else is getting pricked.
Okay, so after a few minutes, the familiar the familiar human Mirabelle makes her way down the stairs, kind of approaching you all. Yes, I've told it you were all like to see the spell, right? Very well. If you'd all follow me, he's in his office currently.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Fantastic. And she begins to lead you up the stairs, eventually going into a tower and kind of winding around towards one of the peaks. You then take a hallway down and wind up at a very sizable office as you're let inside. There's a large window that kind of frames the back wall. That gives a good view of the city proper through it. The desk is large and intricately designed, much like what you would expect to see on like magical items. There's runic carvings throughout the entirety of it, and looking around the room, there are magical items galore. And every single thing you look at, you just can sense the magical power coming off of it. There are, ancient armors. There are small stones strewn about in various kind of displays pieces. But looking as you give a quick glance around the room, you see the centerpiece of his collection he has in his room is this large, broken red stone that kind of sits on his desk. But you see the spellwright seated at his chair, which is raised quite a bit to be able to look out across his desk, and he has just streams of notes in front of him that he's going through, trying to he's doing math on these different notes. He's trying to study and understand the physics of his creations. You gather as you get closer and are able to actually see the notes. Jeez Louise. You also see this small metallic creature slink out from behind the desk and kind of watch you as you enter in. 4 legs, this triangle-shaped head with these little ears, long tail kind of hanging behind it. Kind of looks like a cat, and it kind of moves around the room, watching you. I was told you have information for me.
Yeah. You charged us with finding out who released your etiquette, and we have done that.
Fantastic. Who?
It's the Myriad.
Okay. Do you have any proof of this?
We captured a young woman named Malice. She was a tiefling woman, red skin, horns that
I slicked back.
Thank you. She confirmed that the frog-like creature is a grung named Redep. He is her boss. And they released the etiquette from your sanctum to make the public lose faith in the clasp and secure new footing for the myriad within Westrun. So we killed her.
Okay. What about the rest of the myriad members? Have you dispatched them as well?
It was not our job.
Fair enough. Efficiency. Can't slight you for that. Anything else I should be aware of?
Maybe.
Is there?
We completed our job, but we might know where their hideout is if you can offer us more money.
Oh, that's true. We did find that, yeah.
Well, what would that cost me?
An additional 100.
Very well. Takes out.
I was going to say double, so that's reasonable. Yeah.
Takes out one pouch, dumps it on the table. Takes out another pouch, about half as big, and dumps it on the table.
and I'm going to explain the entire direction of the sewer. I'm going to tell him about the room, the other room, the what are the things called? The ones that eat you?
Mimics.
The mimics. Yeah. Whole
Very well.
shebang.
I'll have to send guards down there to take care of the situation. Though this does lend credence to my plans, so hopefully we can use this incident to further along, get some more public funding.
I don't know if you'll have to worry about all that. They don't seem to be very secure in their footing since we interfered with the Edicap's release and the release of further creatures. So, what is that red thing?
This?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
This is the Heartstone of Thorak.
Thorak.
Mm-hmm.
The Thorak.
Yes, I was able to procure a piece from it after Vox Machina destroyed it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As we sit here, I think you forgot to carry the one, by the way. And I point down into the note.
Oh, wow, you're actually quite right. Where have you studied, sir?
Oh, nowhere important. I meant to show you that you were. No, it doesn't matter. Just
He's good with
fix your
numbers.
It's aggravating. The numbers.
That actually fixes quite a bit. Thank you.
God damn it.
All right. Anything else, guys? Or are we done here?
Yes, before I actually build his automaton, let's leave.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for the work, I'm sure we can find something for you.
No offense, but I'd rather not work.
The proximity to Wendy is off-putting.
Fair, she does have that effect on some people.
Have a wonderful rest of your day, Mr. Salgum.
Thank you very much. I appreciate this transaction.
If I may ask, actually, if you are inquiring, if I happen to offer my services, would you fire Wendy in particular?
I mean, she's a long history of service. You'd have to prove it to me.
That's a no, Felix.
Okay. I'm just trying to. Not that I don't like her or anything, but.
Like her?
I don't.
I don't either.
I kind of want to pull a Karen card.
I just stay silent.
You're the manager, right? Pretty much of them. She's poking people, by the way. Okay, and it's very upsetting.
Paying her
Just
for it.
pick him up and start walking out.
Hey, come on, Groot.
Felix, it's been a long day.
Did anyone grab the money already?
Oh, I assumed you did.
Okay, I'll grab the money on our way out.
Okay. What's the plan here, guys? As you are escorted out of the Spellwright Sanctum, where do we want to go here?
We need to get some rest, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, that'd be nice.
I'm a little bit scared to go back to Gormrog's house right now. I also don't necessarily want to take any trouble to Marielynn's. But I think we're pretty safe. No one saw us.
Do we want to try and rent a room at the Jackal?
Yes, this might be a good idea when we buy something.
Yeah. I'm open to it.
Just for brevity's sake, because we are coming up on the end here, the Jackal doesn't rent rooms. They to anyone.
Okay.
Well, that's not an option. Is there another place that I know of, being from the city?
I mean, you know of a few other places that are around. Yeah, you could find something with relative ease. There also is the problem that Lyndon hasn't been told at all what's going on.
Yeah.
We're still on high alert.
Yeah, so let's totally head back in that direction and find Lyndon. I mean, I feel like as long as we're all together, we're safe anywhere we go.
We go to my house and not spend any coin.
We can, yeah, and we can take turns. Like, I don't mind staying up a little bit longer to.
I'll be up anyway.
Watch.
I'm probably not going to sleep tonight.
I could tell Lyndon with another note, but I don't know if these notes are getting to him.
Yeah, he's only 2 blocks. Is he still like outside of the inn? I mean, if we're walking in that direction, we can just see if he's still out there.
Uh-huh.
That was a dramatic shift in music. Okay, so you guys are making your way back to Marielynn's for the time being. Is that what I'm gathering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I want to make sure this is clear.
I wasn't sure what the plan was. We were discussing Lynn's and Gormrock's house, but either way is fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah, well, they're both pretty much right next to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way down the block, someone roll a perception check for me.
Me. I've been on such high alert. Okay.
Not me.
Okay. A 7.
Okay.
An alert.
Yeah.
You don't see Lyndon anywhere. He's not standing up front. You don't see him on the street at all.
I will run in.
Perception. And he's my brother. Do I have a better chance of noticing him?
You could certainly try.
Oh, my passive. I still have to roll. Okay. I wasn't sure how passive perception works.
I mean, what's your passive perception?
17.
Yeah, I mean, even with your passive perception, you don't see him out there.
Okay. And my perception. Oh. Well, my roll was a 21, but he's not out there.
I'll say with the 21, you don't see Lyndon on the street at all. Marielynn's is pretty quiet in general. You get the sense that maybe the day's events have kind of kept people away for this time period. You see that the window that you guys had jumped out of is still open on the side of that building. But besides that, you don't see anything else.
Didn't she say that they were still planning on attacking Marielynn?
Yes. Probably.
No.
Maybe.
Whatever. This is Clover talking to everyone. Whatever happened to the bomb?
I thought somebody grabbed it.
It might still be in that room.
I feel as though we should go check. Is that a good feeling?
Somebody grabbed it.
I didn't grab it.
We did tell Lyndon to keep people out of the room area, so luckily it might be untouched. Maybe he's keeping people away from that area still.
Let's go check it
I
out.
wasn't concerned until the window was still open and we knew that people were walking on the rooftops. That's my only concern now.
Can you lift me up, Gormrog?
To what?
Throw me into the window.
Walk through the front door and walk up the stairs like a normal person, please, Felix.
Okay. You see my head just kind of flops down. Open the door. Walk into,
Be careful.
Do I see Lyndon as I walk up into the room?
As you walk into the front, there is a little bit of like hustle and bustle of the staff there. Walking up the stairs, you don't see Lyndon in front of the room. The door is actually kind of been placed back up and shut. Roll a perception check for me.
That's 12 plus a 16.
16. Okay. Just a quick glance on the outside. You see kind of like the blood on the door. You see it's kind of been shoved up into place. But besides that, you don't see anything else. You don't see Lyndon at all.
I opened the door into the room that everything happened.
Okay.
The room where it happened.
Just you're the only one there. Everyone's outside, right?
Oh, I was
was
following
kinda
him. I'm not
following.
doing anything. I'm just like
Okay.
following Felix though.
I would have gone up. Yeah.
Okay. As you push the door, kind of like just it doesn't seem like it was actually fixed, more just jammed into place. The door boom slams into the ground, and looking in,
Hands on the bomb and everything explodes.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
looking in, you see a small half-elven figure seated in the middle of the room with two long swords kind of through his sides. In his arms, you see the package that of the bomb that was in the room. And as the door pushes down, you hear as a fuse lights up next to your head.
I immediately cast Druidcraft, and that can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire. Is that able to snuff that out?
Say so?
Yeah.
I put out the flame. I'm like, fuck! Again? Is this really this? Again? Is the person alive? Is he sitting there, like... Or is this somebody... Are they impaled? When you described it, are they just sitting with their
Yeah, the
swords
sword's
out?
going
or-
through him or next to him. Like,
It's pretty dark in this room right now. Who has dark vision?
I do. Wait, do I?
That's a
I
good
don't think
question.
so.
I do. I have dark
can't
vision.
remember.
Pretty sure Clover does not. But the three of you,
Oh, I don't think I do.
you see Lyndon there, seated, blood coming from his mouth.
God
The-
damn
his-
it. I knew it.
His swords pierced into his side.
Is
I
he
instantly...
dead? Is he dead?
No.
Okay.
If I'm running in... I don't know if I can see this.
I
Go back.
can't see.
Okay. Felix, you run in.
I just want to. I don't want Clover to see this. I'm just.
there's a half elf in there.
holding her.
You don't see anyone else in there.
I thought you said there was a half elf in the chair, but you meant halfling.
Yes, halfling. Sorry.
Someone tell me what's going on. It's so dark in here. Felix!
Don't
Clover.
let anybody out of the room, Clova. And I'm gonna step in carefully and just kind of look around the room.
Felix, what are you doing with the body?
I'm bawling and casting Cure Wounds. I have the free one still for the day. I have 4 level spell slots. I have 4 level 1 spell slots left. I'm gonna continuously cast it until he moves, he budges, and I'm gonna continuously cast those until I see something different. Somebody stops me until I'm exhausted. So, first level 1 spell slot is done. He regains. That is a 10 HP.
Okay.
Does anything happen? I cast again. That's a second level spell slot gone. That is 7 HP.
Mhm.
And now my D&D Beyond is...
Why are you crying?
Grief. Do I see anybody else in the room?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
I want to look too.
Go ahead and roll it.
Sorry, I had to find a D8. Okay.
11.
Third level spell slot.
19.
Okay. There is no one else in the room. There is a intricate. The walls are now intricately decorated with explosives meant to take out the entirety of this floor. It seems whatever mission Malice had started has been completed in her absence, and the package she originally had started with is seated on Lyndon's lap.
That's 7 HP for the third.
Okay.
My webpage is not refreshing. I said I had 4 spell slots in total left, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna be my last spell slot then. Level 1. 4, 5, 6, 7,
There's
8.
no reaction happening from Lyndon.
No.
Cynic, we need light.
It's 8.
Gonna cast the light cantrip.
Okay. And as light fills the room, Clover, you see the bloodied, scarred, sliced body of your brother.
I'm going into exhaustion level now, and you see me scream as I just grip Lyndon and push magic into him, and I have level 1 exhaustion with that another 8.
Okay.
I'm just going to run up to him. Is he dead? Whisper, is he dead?
I'm going to grab Felix and just kind of wrap my arms around him. And while hugging him, you've done all you could. It's time to stop.
Clover, help me. Help your brother. Get him up now.
I want to check to see if he's dead.
Okay. As you press your fingers to his neck, there is no pulse, and he is cold to the touch.
Do this. I can bring him back. Let me try. One more. Let me try.
Keep trying. Why aren't you trying? Keep trying to bring him back.
And I cast again. Level 2 exhaustion.
The same spell hasn't worked. Why are you doing it again?
He's been trying.
It will
No one
continue.
is talking to you unless you can help bring him back. Let Felix bring him back.
3 levels of exhaustion. That's 9 HP. You see me now hit the ground. Tired. I pull out my spell book. I start to flip through it. Here has to be something. Something more. I haven't learned enough.
Cormac, he's going to hurt himself. Stop.
Is there a temple I know of that can help us?
Roll a religion check.
Joe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll it.
Yep. Okay.
Religion is +1. That's an 18 total.
Okay. Not being particularly religious, you don't know specifically which one necessarily would be able to have a cleric that is powerful enough to revive someone who's been dead for what you assume is a bit of time at this point. The Platinum Dragon's Rest would probably be the best bet, being the temple for the Platinum Dragon.
As Felix is flipping through his book on the ground, like, there's got to be something, I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, we got to get him to a cleric. Platinum Dragon's Rest is our best bet.
I go to try and pick up his body.
Okay.
After screaming at Clover, help me remove these. What are you doing? Help! And I'm trying to remove the
What have you been doing?
Pull! And I'm ripping out the sword and trying to get the body so we can move this.
Okay. So, who is exactly who's near Lyndon while this is all happening? And Finnick, you're
stuck by the doorway.
Yeah, you're in the doorway. All right, I need all 4 of you to roll dexterity saving throws.
Of course. Yes, it's the sword. Am I Do you guys hear echo? My headphones died, so okay.
No, you're good.
18.
23.
That's an 18 on Felix's turn check.
And
Oh,
Okay.
no. Actually, oh, yeah, it is a 23.
oh wait, dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
12.
Okay. Everyone but Gormar rolled over 15, right? I'm hearing this right? Okay.
Wait a minute. I take that back. I'm sorry. It's a 14 for me because I have disadvantage right now. I forgot about my exhaustion.
Okay. So Gormrog and Felix, you take 17 fire damage.
Jesus.
Whisper and Clover, you take 9. Right? 9. Yeah, 9. No.
Say 17?
8. No, 9. Yeah, no, 8. 8 fire damage, yeah. I said 17.
You round down and then cut it in half, yeah.
Yeah.
8.
Words are hard.
You see Felix hit the ground.
Okay. As
At
you
15 HP.
As you guys pull the swords out of the body, the package falls off his lap, instantly detonating it. It seems like there was another trap set up for just this occasion. Lyndon's body explodes backwards, slamming into the wall and just crumpling into the ground. The rest of you feel this explosion go off, and the all around the room fuses start to light from the fire.
No.
I'm down.
I'm gonna grab Felix's arm and run towards the window and jump out.
I want to grab somebody.
Fennec, I'm going to say you need to roll a Constitution saving throw to move right now.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Wait, do I have disadvantage on saving throws? Or is it just ability checks?
Did Clover actually manage to get out with Felix?
We're going to roll for that in a second. Yeah, you're at 3, right? You're 2 or 3?
I'm on 2, so that's only
Okay, you're
ability
good.
checks and
Yeah,
must be
you're good.
tapped. So Constitution is a dirty 20.
Okay, you're able to actually muster up the will to move here. Clover, go ahead and roll I'm going to say a strength check to scoop him up.
That was actually really good.
Honestly, I'd give you advantage because you're just this all.
Okay, well,
adrenaline
did you
rush.
strength check? Okay,
Yeah.
well that was a natural 19, and then I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay, so you scoop him up and jump out of the window. What are you doing, Whisper?
I wild shape into a dire wolf. I rolled random again. Got dire wolf, and I want to grab Lyndon and jump out.
Okay.
He flew backwards towards the window.
Yeah. I'm gonna just roll a strength check just to burst through the window because you are a little bit larger than the actual frame.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
It's dire wolf strength, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gormrog, what are you doing?
Grabbing Finnick and running down the stairs. And whether or not she's processing what's happening, I have no idea. I just know that when she had her meltdown, it was about fire. And I said I would help her. So I'm grabbing her hand, running downstairs, and to anybody who's in the building, screaming, "Get down."
I got a 21 on strength.
Okay, you burst through the window easy enough. And just Clover and Whisper, just roll dexterity checks for me as you land. Or athletics checks. Or acrobatics, I'm sorry.
And Gormrog, no, we We need to go help them. We need to make sure they're okay.
Completely ignoring you. Just your safety is priority here because the others are out.
Would you roll, Clover? I'm sorry.
Clover, you're muted.
Did you say Dex or Athletics?
Whichever you prefer.
Okay, that makes it easier.
Or acrobatics. I'm sorry.
Oh, or acrobatics. Okay,
Yeah.
that's also easier. That's a 22.
Okay.
I got 13.
Okay. You take a bit more of a tumble, but I mean, it's expected, this giant form bursting through a window whisper. But Clover, you jump out, roll easy enough as Gormrog and Finnick are running down the stairs. You begin to yell at everyone to get down as a few moments tick by, and the entirety of the second floor of Marielynn's detonates. Fire exploding down through the building, exploding outwards. The entire roof explodes out. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
No, so I'm gonna... What the fuck, Joe? It wasn't that serious!
I'm gonna roll one death saving throw to see what happens.
Stop
it.
Okay.
Where's,
I got 17.
We haven't upgraded this level 4 yet, and you're killing my brother?
I mean, the only reason your brother was there was because you brought him there. And the only reason he was in that room was because you guys didn't see that you got away from the person following.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on tonight's episode of Forging Fates.
Don't make us feel guilty, Joe. Don't guilt trip us. It's your fucking fault.
Find out what happens next time in 2 weeks. We will be back in September.
Thanks everyone for coming tonight. Kuma, thanks for the 5 gifted subs. That's awesome, man. We really appreciate it. For those of you who are in the area, some of us will be at New York Ren Fair opening day. If you see us, say hi. I think some of us will still be trying to emotionally process this episode. All right.
Joe, be careful where you speak during the Ren Fair. Okay.
That's fair.
She's bringing her shovel. Remember that.
Does anyone have anything they need to plug?
Taking next week off, Goodberry.
Yes, New Good Bay will not be here next week. We may have something if we are able to record it. No promises, but we might have some content to put up or have out there. Besides that, we hope you all have a great night. Love you.